court process and the sentencing is another layer that compounds the lack of confidence, the lack of trust. That's not something that the police can control, but is that something you can try to influence in your role as Police and Crime Commissioner? Is that the political part of your role?
Absolutely. The lobbying of government and the attempts to change legislation are really important. I gave evidence both in person and in writing to the committee that was looking at the crime and policing bill that now is an act of Parliament. It brought through some really important changes, and also, in my view, had some really worrying changes that were put through around sentencing, which will actually make the job of the police harder. We've then seen the Sentencing Act, which is going to make it really difficult to get yourself locked up for any sort of offence unless it's the most serious category. This should concern everybody. Now, part of this undoubtedly is about the lack of prison spaces. Part of it is about the lack of court sitting days and the capacity there. Some of that is to do with process. Some of it is to do with money. And much as I would always want to try and secure as much money as I can for policing, actually, if you look at the system as a whole, there is an argument, and I think some chief constables would agree with this, that actually sometimes it would be better to invest some more money in the courts process and our prisons rather than policing, because actually that means that the people that the police are arresting and taking to court might actually get locked up for a period of time, giving more respite to the public, hopefully doing something to prevent that cycle of offending in the future if we can rehabilitate people. If we just focus on policing on its own, then we're not actually stopping that cycle going through. And I fear at the moment with the Sentencing Act, we'll see increased police activity arresting the same people over and over again who will not be getting sent to prison and will simply come straight back out of police custody and be committing more offences.